What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Keep Your Pants On podcast. I'm Cole. We got the beautiful, handsome, spectacular Mr. Dan.
Hello.
And Deen with his nice, bright, floral shirt.
Yep.
And we're back for another episode.
Yep.
This is episode 4.
Yeah.
Damn, we're already at 4.
Yeah.
I feel like it's gone very fast.
It is going faster. It's like, it's weird because it takes us forever to film, but it's also like going fast. Does that make any sense?
No, yeah. You know, I mean, like, just the production, like, speed is off the roof right now. So,
yeah, and
it's good.
As you guys can see, we're missing one of our members, sadly.
Our fallen hero.
Mr. Zack had to be at a gay event today, so.
Yep.
Yeah, he's living out his gay dreams.
God bless his heart.
Not really. He's just busy.
Yeah.
He could make it.
Yeah.
But the show must go on.
Of course.
So this is episode 4.
Mm-hmm.
I actually like your shirt.
Oh, yeah, you think? It's from Target.
Oh, I thought, did you get it from the beach shop?
The beach shop? I mean...
The bid shop. Sorry, that was dumb.
You say what? No, but I mean, like, there's some good clothings from Target and everything that I have in my wardrobe that are just simple.
Do you guys remember all that stuff that happened with the Target and they were like boycotting Target for having the LGBTQ
Wait, really? That
section?
happened?
Yeah, you don't remember that? People were like, we're not shopping at Target anymore because they had like trans rights shirts and stuff like that.
Thing is, I didn't notice all that. I just go to Target and get what I get. I don't pay attention to any of that stuff.
I feel like
Yeah,
when people boycott brands because of decisions they make, that's not really doing anything.
Well, I mean,
feel like, but
you can boycott a thing against like, oh, I'm just not gonna buy that brand. Like, even though it's like, oh, I used to buy Nike, but Nike's doing something that I don't like. It's like, okay, then I'm not buying Nike. Sure, you can do it that way, but like burning the stuff or like
yeah,
like trash
or
and
like
stuff, that's like too far.
there was another thing with Carhartt when COVID was going through, they they fired a bunch of their employees if they weren't vaccinated. And like, look, that's not cool. I feel like you should be able to work there whether you're vaccinated or not.
Mm-hmm.
But since they fired their people for not being vaccinated, a bunch of people who work Carhartt was like cutting off the
like
logos.
The logo, yeah.
It's like, what is that doing? Like, I feel like, I don't know, if it's good clothes, it's good clothes.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's like you're not supporting them by like wearing like their merchandise, whatever.
Same with music. I feel like, sometimes like we'll say Kanye, controversial man, right? He says some wild stuff.
People should not listen to his
Well,
music
that's the
anymore.
thing. Okay, so you're a good example.
Yeah.
People will say, okay, he's crazy. I'm not going to listen to his music. If they got good music, they got good music. It doesn't matter the type of person they are.
No, I can understand that, yeah.
I feel like mainly, as long as they're not in their lyrics saying like shitty things,
Yeah.
then that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm kind of going on a tangent.
No, dude, we need that and everything.
So how's your guys' life been since the last episode?
I mean, yeah, pretty good and everything.
Same.
So,
Good.
Yeah.
Nothing really much is
Anything
going on.
new?
Yeah, nothing crazy.
Still no women in your life, Jordan?
no women, no bitches.
No, not at all.
We're putting we're putting Jordan on a journey to find a woman.
Jordan's journey.
But the thing is he's not looking for a woman, but he is at the same time, so it's difficult.
I mean,
I am, but I am not.
yeah, you're seeing what's
Just
out there.
waiting for the right one.
Like, say, like, I'm here
Mm-hmm.
for, like, whenever, but at the same time, like, I'm not, like, I have, like, I'm casted out,
Yeah.
but I'm not trying.
You're not upset if you don't catch nothing.
Yeah.
Yep.
But if something comes, you're going to take it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's a good way to look at it. Because that's another... Sorry, I know
Seeing
I'm talking
women
a
as
lot.
fish.
That's another problem with people is, like, I feel like if you're searching for something specific, you're going to find it in things that aren't specifically it. Like, if you have this list of things that you want in a woman,
Yeah.
and you want that so bad, you're gonna find somebody and almost make them fit. You're gonna ignore all the red flags and you're gonna make them fit because you want it so bad.
Yeah.
So I feel like what you're doing, just kind of waiting for it to come. I think that's the right way to do it.
And like I do definitely agree because like you know, it's not like I'll just meet people and see how they are and then, you know, see, because then you're just kind of like, again, you're throwing the line out there when you're wanting to catch like, you know, some like red sea bass, but then you catch, you know, like a catfish.
Red sea bass.
I don't know.
It's
I'm trying
fish.
to use fishing terms
Okay.
here. You know, I
You were
haven't been in
almost
the
there.
waters.
You mixed two different fish together. There's a red fish and then there's a sea bass.
Okay, whatever.
You said red sea bass.
Anyways, with fish is fish, but
Or
you know,
not
so
really.
you're like catching a certain type of fish and everything, right? But you don't want to catch a catfish, you know, like whatever. But
Could be
like
a double meaning there.
so sure, but you know, so like you having specific sort of qualities that you're wanting to have in a person or anything narrows down your options. So like later down the line, you'll definitely find the person that you're looking for. You know
I
what
also feel like, though, it's not that he's super picky, which I mean he is kind of picky, but that's not a bad
But,
thing.
yeah, no, that's
And
yeah.
the way he's going about it, just he wants to meet this person naturally. It seems like he's not
yeah.
like on dating
apps.
websites anymore.
Yeah.
And so he's not like out there looking
Mm-hmm.
for this specific person. He's just kind of like waiting to see,
Yeah.
waiting for it to find him, I guess, which I feel like is a good way to go about it.
Definitely do agree. I mean, even though I found my girlfriend right now on a dating app and everything, and it's definitely seems kind of rushed, you know, but like I'm comfortable with that since that's just how I am. But it definitely is like better to just naturally like, oh, it's a fulfilling thing to find that person just naturally.
But also I want to say, like, if you met your person on a dating app, it doesn't mean it's
not bad.
it's not bad. It's not like wrong. It's
Yeah.
just Jordan's waiting for it to come.
No, yeah, it's
Too.
again, it comes down to preference. Like you just want to, you know, so yeah.
And I feel like if Jordan saw the right person, he would definitely go up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like the times that I have like gone up to somebody, I feel like it hasn't worked out well. I don't think I've said this. I think I should, but the story about this one girl in high school that I tried to talk to, but it just went bad. Yeah, I think it was wrong place, wrong time
Yeah.
type situation.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was bad. I feel like what messed me up was I was just talking too much, which I normally don't talk a lot, but that's what I did.
Yeah.
But then you
That messed me
you
up.
got nervous and did.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like, yeah, if it's like natural and, you know, over time, then I feel like that'll work better in my favor. So that's why I'm not in a rush or anything like that.
Yeah.
I think that's good. And if there are any young ladies watching,
I was just about to
you
say,
know,
yeah.
you find this young strapping lad over here attractive,
Yes.
send a comment. Look, Jordan, stand up for us and give us a 360. George's gonna give everybody a 360. Yeah, look at this.
peep the
If
fit.
anybody wants a piece of this,
For only $5.99, you too
no,
can own your joint.
we're not selling him. We're not back in the day, but he's looking for the one.
Yeah, he's looking. Yep. So you know, his DMs are open.
His DMs are open. Hit him up. His Instagram, is it linked in the YouTube? It's linked in the
All of
YouTube.
our socials will be linked in the description below, but his will be the very top.
Jordan Devantino.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hit him up.
Anyways,
I did have something I did want to talk. I mean, I have a lot of things I want to talk about.
yeah,
but-
sure, yeah.
But I wanted to talk about, like, so we all have jobs, right? I
Yep.
mean, some are more
I mean,
fluid than others.
I'm technically unemployed, but I try to do
But you
like
still work.
delivery driving. You know, when I have spare time and everything, try to get by and everything.
Well,
So,
yeah. That's actually good. So I wanted to talk about what our real jobs were versus like what our dream job is
Oh, yeah.
and what we'd rather be doing. Does that make sense?
Yep, gotcha.
So Dean said you're doing door dashing.
Yeah, right now I'm doing DoorDash currently, and you know it's becoming very slow at times and everything. But you know I managed to get some hours in and everything. But my previous job before that was a delivery driver. It was for Domino's, And it is way less stressful than I thought. I mean, it's stressful, don't get me wrong, but like it's way less stressful. I mean, I have my own car, listen to music, I fucking just go into the address that's, posted and everything.
Kind of like a video game.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty
Definitely. But yeah, and then tips and everything. Tips was like a big thing, especially I worked during the Super Bowl, I think 2024 Super Bowl and everything. I worked at that weekend.
Yeah.
Ooh,
They
boy,
tipped like
they
crazy?
tipped. They tipped pretty good. I mean, I got like I think a $10 tip, then I think like a $20, and then I got like an $11.
How
tip.
did you? Because don't you? Jordan was telling me before. Don't you have to apply for like times to work for DoorDash? Like you have
Yes.
to like put in and like apply like I
Yeah,
want to
it's
work.
a schedule.
So
it's
so
like,
you had to like kind of fight for that spot.
yeah,
Did you have to get
basically
it
you have to
early?
be early. There's like scheduling done for like like the rest of the week and everything, and then you just pick a schedule like, oh, it's from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. and everything, and then you just take that. But then they're taken away if too many people in that area apply for that and everything. So yeah, it is kind of like a race and
Yeah.
everything. So, but yeah.
I would think it would be hard to get that.
Oh yeah.
So what would you want to be doing? As
What
a
do I
job,
want to be doing?
for a
I mean,
job?
I've said it in the previous podcast, but director. And everything.
Director?
Directing
That's
my
like
own
your
movies,
dream job?
like indie filmmaking and everything. I mean, I already have a couple projects that I really want to like push like forward and
we can
everything.
help you. I mean,
Yeah.
as long as
No, yeah.
there's only 4 characters.
I mean, yeah. There's a couple characters and everything. It doesn't have to be like I have
I mean,
a couple
I'm-
characters, but that's like my dream cast
Yeah.
or whatever. But like I can, shrink
We can make a
down to,
little
like,
mini movie,
5,
post it on
6
the
characters
channel.
and everything.
Here's a big question: would you rather be acting or directing?
I mean, I want to do
You
both.
can do both, yeah.
Yeah, you could do both. But
You
would
know,
you
like
prefer-
Clint Eastwood.
What would you prefer?
Would I
the
prefer?
most?
I mean, I do like the attention. I've said that before and everything. But I don't know. I mean, but that love of like being behind the camera and like directing all that.
Like telling people what to
Ooh,
do?
that's tough. I feel like if anything, I'd probably go with directing. I'd sacrifice that whole boost of ego and I would rather do directing.
That's valid. I feel like I'd see myself as an actor.
Really?
Yeah.
We were talking about it
this
earlier.
You think you would be an actor?
Yeah, I feel like, because I told him, I was like, if I really, really immersed myself into something, whatever it is, I feel like I can portray that very well. Like, you haven't seen it before, but I did take drama class in middle school. And I wasn't the best, but, like, I wasn't the worst either.
Mhm.
Like, I could have went on to do, like, be actually on stage, but I told her, I was like, no, I don't want to.
Nah, I don't want the fame.
But
So
yeah, I feel like if I were to actually like put the time into acting, then I could probably.
So would you consider that your dream job or no?
No, I would
No.
consider that a dream job.
So what is your dream job?
My dream job.
Yeah. It's got to be somewhat
like you're gonna be happy.
sustainable. Yeah. Like
You're gonna be
you
happy
you
until
have to make
retirement.
money off of it.
Yeah.
I would say probably. Probably play basketball somewhere. If like, say, if you were to play, even if it was like YouTube. or
So you don't necessarily have to be
professionally,
like a professional
Yeah.
basketball player, but just something to do with you playing basketball.
Yeah, if I were to play NBA basketball for like a job, that'd be pretty cool. Because you're getting paid to do just that,
Something that you like,
and you're
and you're getting paid a lot.
and you're staying in shape. Well, you'd be
Yeah.
in shape literally the whole time, and just do that. That's fun.
And so that's your dream job. What is your real job?
My real job is working at fast food,
Mhm.
and then working retail, and then also on the side. But I don't really do that as much, but DoorDash a little bit, which is, I would say, probably the chillest job that I have.
DoorDash?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but sometimes it just like you really get bored.
Yeah.
But yeah,
All right.
what about yourself?
Yeah. Now the question
Um,
comes to you.
My real job
Mhm.
is I install awnings, which I mean it's okay. Like I do a little bit of like travel. I mean I only really travel like 3.5 hours at most because like you know we got to stay around Central Florida.
Mm.
But that's the main part that I like about my job is the little bit of travel I do. And then I also, in construction, you kind of get like a satisfaction after you've like whenever I put up an awning and then you could kind of see how happy the people are to like have this. It sounds stupid. Like it's just an awning, but people will get so like, especially old ladies will get so happy over an awning. Yeah. So whenever that happens, I do feel good. You feel like, wow.
So you feel their joy, the people's joy?
Yeah, it's like I feel like I helped somebody out, It makes me feel good.
It sounds like you're talking like Jesus. Like I bring joy to the people.
No, I'm serious. It really does bring you some joy, like when you could do something for somebody that and make them happy. Anyways, that's the only parts I really like about my job. Other than that, it could kind of suck sometimes.
Yeah,
because you're kind of killing yourself.
I mean, especially in the Florida heat and like humidity
really
too, it makes it so much worse.
Yeah. Anyway, but that's my real job. My dream job, that's really hard because I feel like it changes all the time. Right now, I'd like to do. There's so many. Just something with animals. I think would be my goal. Whether it's like. Okay, but see, like I would say work at a zoo or like SeaWorld, which that would be cool, but I don't know if that's my dream. My dream would more be like, I don't know, some sort of like animal conservation or something, like where I could be in the field. Yeah, but I feel like I don't have the personality to like do TV on that. But if I could somehow work in that area, work in that area of like protecting endangered animals or like. Or even like researching like numbers on how many animals are out there, like that kind of work I feel like I would like hands-on, like say like they needed like a study done in the Everglades of like I don't know how many corn snakes or something. Yeah. So I just go out there and see how many I could catch. And then report it back, and they would somehow put that into some sort of system.
You're just coming back like, look how many I caught.
Yeah. Well, I just think that would be really cool to be able to do that hands-on research. Yeah. But I think you'd need schooling and stuff for that, which that's another regret I kind of have is not going to school.
Yeah, I mean,
because it's just I don't have money.
Not only that, I mean,
and time.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of positions that people think you need to go schooling for and everything, you really don't have to. I mean, it's definitely going to be harder and everything, but like I feel like if you're just very open, whatever, you go to like zoos and be like, hey, like I'm really wanting to be in this field. Do you think someone can like give me the rundown of like how even things go and like
I bet they'd have you starting like with volunteering maybe on the weekends.
Yeah,
kind of show what you could do, and then maybe start paying you. But it's I don't know. That's what I'd like to do. I think though something with animals.
Yeah, that sounds nice.
I think so.
Yeah.
But yeah. That's my like dream though.
Like at the top of the list.
Yeah, like especially like the wildlife side of it, more than a zoo. But I mean, it would still work at a zoo. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, but, like the wildlife and everything. But I feel like I would like, I don't know how I'd do if like wildlife and everything.
Speaking about that, I do have a question for you guys.
Yeah.
Out of the group, we'll include Zack even though he's not here.
Sure.
Who do you think would last the longest if we got stranded like in the wild somewhere, like in the middle of the woods?
You survive the longest?
We'll do the Amazon rainforest.
Rainforest?
We get thrown in the middle.
I'm not lasting a fucking day.
Yeah. So like there's a chance we could get out. It's just
fucking treacherous.
It's like very far. You're in the middle of nowhere. You don't know. There's poison dart frogs. There's stuff that could kill you everywhere. Out of the four of us, who do you think is lasting the longest, and who do you think is dying first?
I think honestly it just depends. I mean, it would have to be based off of athleticism, smarts, and just overall sheer willpower.
Cole, Zack, Jordan, Deen. That's my list.
Amazon rainforest is pretty. That's
from who would survive the most to who would die immediately.
So you think you would die immediately?
Oh yeah, fucking Amazon rainforest. Are you fucking kidding me?
Dean would be like looking for something to eat, and he'd be like, "Oh, this little frog looks tasty. It's blue."
It's like,
dead.
ooh, gummy frog. Ooh.
Yeah.
Or like it was like, I never tried mushrooms before. It's like that's a fucking watermelon mushroom that like it's like 10 times worse than LSD. You're gonna die within like 5 minutes. I'm like,
Do
shit,
you agree
okay.
with Dean's list?
Wait, what was the list?
It was Cole, Zach, you, and then me.
You know what was crazy? I did this research on this one fruit because it's at my church, right?
Oh, Jordan's
It
on the
looks
top
like
of the list for me.
Like a grape.
Yellow? Yeah, those things are
something
delicious, yeah.
trees. First of all, dude.
Did you try one?
No.
Dude, they're so good.
Are you no.
Maybe we're not talking about the same ones.
Yeah, I don't think because the ones that I'm talking about are poisonous.
Oh, so are they yellow or no?
They're kind of yellow.
Because in Florida we have little yellow ones that have like these big seeds in it. They're called kumquats. Pause.
Oh yeah.
They're actually really good though.
Yeah, it's not that.
See, this right here is exactly why I would survive last.
Why?
or I would fucking die off first because I have no fucking idea what you guys are talking about. I'm like, you're talking about kumquats, pause, but you're talking about like fucking berries and shit. I'll be like, I'm hungry, man. Just
like,
fucking.
There's some plants out there like when you eat it, like it'll taste sweet at first, but then like it'll start like irritating you, and then you can die from it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's why you gotta be careful.
I feel though, I feel like now, like I definitely would survive last, sure, but I feel like if anything, I would be, constructing, kind of like.
How many days do you think you?
How many days? Okay, joking aside, I mean, I've watched also a lot of kind of like documentaries and animal stuff, and whatever, like growing up, and like especially about Amazon rainforest, so. My knowledge is very vague, but it's still enough to get me by. I'd say probably 4 or 5 days, maybe.
Okay.
Realistically.
I thought you were about to go with some wild number, like 4 months. Yeah.
Oh, 4 months.
Dude, I'm gonna be living in a villa in the fucking Amazon rainforest.
Do you think you'd even be able to survive 4 months in the Amazon rainforest? I wouldn't make it.
I would hope I would be. I think you could get out within that amount of time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. The chances of me getting out, just because of, honestly, the landscape, because I know it's like I feel like you could get lost easily and turn around in there. So like if you don't have a compass or something, even a compass would help you a lot. Just go the same way and you'll eventually find some sort of way out, I think.
Yeah.
So that alone would be hard, but then you also got to add like predators.
Yeah.
And then it gets even harder. But okay, so collectively as a group, all 4 of us, we get thrown in the middle of the Amazon rainforest. You think we're making it out? Yes or no?
Maybe since it's all 4 of us.
All 4 of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would think so.
We're men. So
I think so
speaks
too.
for itself.
Honestly,
No, I'm just-
I think if you have 4 people, that's just more brains to kind of collaborate and figure out a plan.
Definitely. And I feel like we have like each of us have skills that would push us further and everything. So I feel like that would, kind of help and everything. So
yeah.
That reminds me of that time when we were at the spring. Remember we were going upstream and like we had like our bags and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And then I had that idea of using the logs to put the stuff
To
on
put
top
the
of it.
mm-hmm.
I mean, it didn't work out because it was too heavy, but I mean,
Jordan would be the engineer. He'd be like,
that was pretty innovative.
That is funny. So what would you do if we were stuck out in the Amazon rainforest, right? All 4 of us as a group, and then we see some like Bigfoot creature like watching us.
Oh.
It's like nighttime. Do we just try to get out of there as soon as possible, or do we try to like fortify?
I would say probably just stay there. I feel like because I've seen a lot of outdoor boys, so I feel like
Outdoor boys.
Oh, outdoor boys.
I don't know. Shout out to outdoor boys.
They're not gonna see this.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
But, I mean, what you're saying, like, if we saw, like, Bigfoot, basically?
Yeah, basically, like, some sort of like, cryptid creature that is not meant to be there, and we see some crazy creature. Do we focus on getting out, or do we fortify?
I'd say fortify, because that we know this.
I'll make the protective circle. Protective circle,
So you'd be the sacrifice.
That was kind of another thing I was thinking. If it's a group of us,
What the fuck?
if it's a group of us and we had to,
Yeah, I'm sorry.
but also it's like if it's a group of us, we're surviving. If someone dies, do we eat the person or is that wrong?
I feel like that's weird.
Yeah, weird, wrong. And
You
what
think
the
so?
Yeah, it's me.
What if it's life or death? So actually, there's a story about this. I'm not 100% on the details, so if I get any of this wrong, don't come at me.
Sure. Yeah.
But I know that I want to say it was a Kenya soccer team or something like that. They were on a flight that like crash landed on an island or something. So they were stuck on this island, and in the crash, part of their team died, and some of the people ate their teammates that were on the plane, and then they got saved like after like 2 weeks or something like that. And once they got back, they were facing all this ridicule for like eating their teammates. What do you guys think about that?
I mean,
Like they didn't kill their teammates. They were just dead from the crash.
Like I feel like it's definitely like taboo and like very just awful to hear, but like you're in that scenario, it's life or death. You're not thinking. Like,
I think so too.
your mindset is just fucking
And like
all
me
over the place.
personally, if I die in like a zombie apocalypse, I would obviously want you guys to eat me. Like not like in a weird way, just like I'm gone. I'm no longer here.
Now, here's the thing: which part of the body do you
Okay.
think you would want to?
I know the part Dean would like to eat.
Oh my god!
Anyway.
Oh my god! Oh man! Of course.
Change it. Let's change topic. We've been on this for a
Yeah,
while.
it's been a minute and everything.
Another question I wanted to ask you guys. It really sucks Zach isn't here because I want his input on all of this.
Dude, he's funny.
I know, but I love that guy. He's the best.
Yeah.
But anyways, what is your guys? I want a list from both of you guys. What's your top 3 like bucket list things you want to do before you die?
Bucket list things.
I was thinking
Top
about
3.
this the other day.
Yeah, you go right ahead.
Start at 3 and then get to your number 1.
Okay. So, but I don't know if that's okay. I'll just start off with this. I'm not gonna rank it yet.
Okay.
So, first one is go to Japan,
Okay.
but in the rainforest. I've said this multiple.
What, the suicide?
He told me
The
this
suicide
in
forest?
middle school.
So no, not the
No.
suicide forest.
Why would he go there?
Well, that's the only forest that I know is. I know there's more forests and everything, but that's like I thought. Moving on.
Anyways.
Yeah.
So I want to go to Japan to a rainforest and scoot.
Oh,
Or skate.
scoot. He's gonna scoot.
Skate.
Yeah.
And I want to see pandas. That's one thing.
Like
Okay.
he wants to do that all collectively
Okay.
at the same time.
Okay, gotcha.
Another one, probably, I would say just travel.
Like see a bunch of different places and stuff.
Yeah, and then the third one, the last one. I don't know. I don't know
Get married. I mean,
would you consider that a bucket list?
yeah. I think so.
Have a family?
I mean-
I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess that could be it.
But that okay. Very quick transit. Well, like whatever. I don't think that's a bucket list thing.
I don't know.
Getting married?
I know bucket list thing is like, oh, you'll never
I mean, it just
have.
depends on the person.
It's like, oh my god, like once in a lifetime opportunity. Let me like do this like thing. I feel
Well,
like getting
it's-
married. It's not like a once in a
I feel-
lifetime opportunity. It's
No,
just more
I
like
feel like-
it's a special moment.
a bucket list thing is like, it doesn't, like a bucket list thing you want to happen before you die. It's not like a, you know what I mean? Does that make sense?
So it's like a
Like
check.
skydiving. Like,
Yeah.
I just want to do that before I die. You know?
Yeah.
Before you kick the bucket.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I feel like that makes it like I want to get married before I die.
well, yeah.
That makes sense, right?
Yeah, but I mean, like, I don't know. I'm gonna quickly just end it off here, but I just think it's, I don't know. It just sounds very weird of like, oh, I want to get married before I die. It's like, yeah, you can make that happen. Like whether you have a bucket list or not, you know. So it's like,
Well, I mean, you could.
It's like the
phrase
most
it in a different
achievable
way.
thing.
Like you could say like, I want to find love before I die.
Yeah.
then I'll be concerned.
Well, not me.
Yeah,
I'm
I
already-
know. But if someone else said that, I was like, I want to find love before I die. I'm like, are you okay? You know. So, anyways, that's my thing. But okay, so
So probably that, I guess, or have a family.
Yeah.
okay.
So yeah.
That's totally
What about-
fine.
what's
I have
your
nothing
list,
against it. For me, starting from 3 and then my top 3, I think would be something in traveling. You know, like kind of. Ooh, I think going to like, I think like Italy would be nice.
Italy.
Really. Well, I mean, here's the thing. Like, to be honest, I'm going to be going to Spain like by the end of this year. It's like a planned thing, whatever, because I have family in Barcelona, and so like it's going to be basically like right there. So it's like the closest thing. So you know, I'd say like traveling and everything. Sure. Second thing I think would be probably being like in a like circuit race, like you know, like the Nürburgring and everything, and being in like a I don't know, like a Porsche like GT3 RS whatever, and just fucking time attacking it and everything. That would be cool, you know. So fucking Need for Speed type shit.
Yeah.
But and then I think number 1, I mean, you know, like something in film, but like I think for me, I think it would be like a dream project that I've been working on for so long, and it's like most production put into it, heart and soul, and I want it to be like posted. I want it to be like recognized as like a like, oh my god, this is like a triple A
Oscar for it.
yeah, or even like just I don't care if I get an Oscar or not, just like recognition of like, oh my god, this is like a good film, like an indie film, or you know, like whatever, and like get recognized
like
for that.
even like the general society's like agrees that it's a good movie.
Yeah.
Like that's what you mean? Like even that would be.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like oh my god, have you seen this short film or whatever? It's like, yeah, I've seen that short film. It's really good. Like something like that. That's my top. I think to be recognized for something like that. So
It's cool.
off to you.
I think. Okay, I'm gonna start at my 3 and work my way to my number 1.
Oh, no. It turned off.
What?
It turned off. There's no recording thing anymore. I don't know when it stopped. There's no beep.
There's no beep.
Apparently, there's no beep. Okay, hold on.
Damn,
I
feel
gotta
like
know.
that was going smooth too.
Alright.
Very good. Leave off that.
Not new. That's what I'm checking out real quick. And everything. You're still keeping your audio on, right?
Yeah.
Because I can just sync it up.
He said about Barcelona in my head, I was just like, he's a Spanish Arabic.
I mean, I'm the worst of both worlds and everything. For me, I'm Venezuelan and Middle Eastern, which Venezuela is not fucking. Nah. We are good.
Okay, sorry everybody if
So sorry about
there's no
that.
footage.
Recording was stopped in the middle of the conversation, so we'll have a little disclaimer and everything. So,
But
my bad.
anyways, I think we were. What were we up? We were at my list.
Yeah.
I didn't list anything yet, right?
No, you had.
Okay, I think starting at 3, working my way up. Bucket list. This is harder than I thought. Okay, I think number 3 would be just at some point in my life to own a 70s Mustang.
Ooh, that's nice.
Just some sort of classic muscle car, especially like a 70s Mustang. Oh my god, they're so pretty.
Yeah.
And then just push that pedal to the metal, dude.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to just
Drive fast.
drive fast in a muscle car, dude.
Mm-hmm.
But that's probably number 3. And then number 2 would probably just be like kind of like what you guys said, just travel. But mainly, I would want to travel in the U.S. and just do like a little bit of trip. Like there's like select places out of country that I want to go, but not a lot. Like I would want to go to like Africa and Australia, South America.
Mm-hmm.
And like those are like the main ones. But
Yeah.
and then my absolute number one would be, I really feel like it'd be cool to just go on some sort of like real life expedition. Whether it's to
Mm-hmm.
find like a lost treasure or whether it's to find a like thought to be extinct animal or
Mm-hmm.
something like that. I would just love to go on a expedition like that.
I feel like that would be cool.
I think that'd be awesome.
I used to watch videos of like, or like the like river monsters, whatever, and like, oh, there's a lore that like this like fish, whatever, and like him like proving that it's actually a myth, or this is like what it actually is, but where he's at, something like that. I feel like that would definitely be cool.
I think that'd be pretty awesome.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I think that's an interesting question though,
Mm-hmm.
to think about like kind of like people's priorities, I guess.
Oh yeah.
Like what people really want to do if they weren't kind of stuck
Mm-hmm.
in society, really.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like imagine being like a truck driver. It's just weird to think that like even everybody has those thoughts,
Mm-hmm.
you know, of like what they would rather be doing.
Yeah, all the time. Literally, when I'm working. Like yesterday, I was thinking about traveling. Actually, like just like doing whatever, going to like the beach or something like that. Just like just chilling.
Yeah.
This guy loves the beach
Yeah, for
at
some
night
reason.
and sad music.
Oh my gosh! So you're talking about that post that I did.
Yeah.
That wasn't okay. So the thing behind that, I was not sad.
So backstory. Jordan's got a video on his TikTok where it's just him at the beach at
Wait,
night
yeah, is this one
with
the
sad
Daytona?
music playing over
Yeah,
it.
okay, first of all, there was no sadness behind posting that. The only reason why is because I don't know if you've heard that song.
No.
The song White Ferrari by Frank Ocean. You haven't heard that one? A lot of people like that
Do
song.
you think I listen to Frank Ocean, bro?
But the thing is, okay, so the thing is, that song, right?
Mm-hmm.
That part where it's like that, when he's playing the piano or whatever it is, I remember Lil Yachty, he said, it sounds like it sounds like heaven. That's what he said.
So that's what you're trying to say by doing that?
And
like
plus,
you're in
I
heaven?
like the sound too.
Mm-hmm.
And I was literally scrolling through because I was like, I wanted to post on TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize I recorded that video
Mhm.
of like the beach, but I liked how it looked because it had like this sort of like vintage look to it.
Yeah. Because we were like at the pier.
Yeah, and I was like just recording it. So I was just like, okay, the sound was like, okay.
You were just trying to find the right vibe.
Yeah, the right vibe for the video.
I get it. Because I do that with my posts and everything too. It's not like you don't have to like, oh my god, the lyrics and everything. It's like, I mean, there's some times where I do that, sure, but like then I just choose songs as like, hey, like, you know, like just fucking out and about and how I was feeling. It's like, yeah. So I kind of get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I have a question and everything that I feel like we were discussing a little bit, but I want to ask, you guys here.
Yeah.
What would you guys do if you found out you had a secret twin, like an identical twin?
Oh, it's a twin.
Like, and I knew nothing about it, and now all of a sudden, today, I'm finding out. I have
Yeah,
a
you
twin.
found out like they work somewhere, or hey, they're doing something, or they're on the
And they're
news.
like within a reasonable distance from it. Like I could literally go see them if I wanted to.
Yeah, I mean,
Or are they
Yeah.
like across the country somewhere?
I mean, I'd say within Florida. you
Okay.
know? So,
What would I do?
like, how, like,
I mean, I think immediately I'd have a lot of questions. I'd be like, why
Who
is
are
my
you? Why are you
family
here?
why is my family hiding this from me? Was I really like adopted or something? Like, it just mainly throw a bunch of questions in my mind, and then I'd be like, you'd have to go meet them.
yeah,
You wouldn't just let them be out. Just know that you have an identical twin out there. You would have to go meet them.
yeah, yeah.
And it definitely make you curious, like how much like you they are.
Like, it's like your doppelganger,
Like
basically.
they
Yeah.
do the exact same thing you do.
Not the exact
Do
same
they
thing.
behave the same way? I think that would be the biggest thing if
No,
you
I'm
did find
talking-
out you had a twin.
No, I'm like identical twin, but like just like looks like a doppelganger.
Yeah.
Oh,
and everything.
just
So
looks like
like
you.
they're doing something else. They're probably doing something with I don't know, like aerospace engineering or whatever. That opposite of you or whatever. but like they're having their own like thing, and like, so like you found out like on the news, like, oh wow, like that's me, and it's like, I don't know, like David, something, just David or whatever. So like,
I don't know. I kind of feel like everyone would do the same thing.
Just meet them.
Like you'd be very confused, and then once you found out the answers to your questions, then you'd want to meet them.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I think it's So I wouldn't take it too deeply. I would just be like, hey, it's like, you look like me.
Well,
Like,
I guess
talk.
So for this question, do you know that this person is your twin, or are you just like, man, that guy looks just like me?
I'd say, yeah, in my mind, you're like say like either one of you're like, oh yeah, doing something, and then all of a sudden you hear on the news like, well, recent like like incident or whatever. It could be something bad too. You don't know.
Imagine. Okay, I have another question for you.
Yeah.
What would you do if you, like you just said, the scenario,
Mm-hmm.
you find out on the news or something, some sort of tragedy happened where someone died, and then you find out they looked exactly like you, and that they're your twin, but they're dead now. So it's like they've been alive the whole time you've been alive, but you're just finding out about them because they died.
Is it wrong to say I would want to live their life? Just like fucking like
I think
act
it's
like
a
that.
little weird. That
I know it's a little weird and a little dark, but like,
I think
I wouldn't do it.
what
but
I would
like,
do is I would just find out about the twin and then try to talk to whoever raised them and that kind of stuff and just figure out about their life.
Yeah,
But
because it is like, if it's your twin, then it's family. So like there has to be some connection there. I do agree with you and everything. I mean, I don't know why that just popped in my head, but I'm like, I wouldn't do it. But like, it's just like what if I like
be like, I'm your son. I'm still alive.
yeah,
Just kidding.
like
That'd
just
be
Son's
messed
really
up.
dead.
yo
Loser.
Sorry,
JK, But I don't know. But yeah, I probably just be like, hey, like apparently there's I'm his twin, and like,
And just find out about the type of person.
yeah,
they
because it's
were.
like, who, like, are you on my mom's side or on my dad's side? Like, like how this happened? Do you guys know about this even? Because you don't know how many people know on that side, so it's like, could go either way. So right now it's going.
I won't check it anymore, but I'll send Dean up there
Yeah.
so I don't accidentally stop it.
Okay.
But anyways,
Sorry about that. So
it'll just be cut out. They won't even know. What
yeah,
happened.
there's gonna be some technical issues and everything for this podcast, but we're starting out, so bear with us here if you don't mind.
Okay, I have a kind of deep, could kind of not be deep question.
Sure.
What would you guys say is your biggest fear? Like, so first we'll start with like your dumb kind of fear, like spiders, and then like what's your real life fear? Start with Jordan. What's your like small, stupid fear?
It's a mixture between spiders and heights. I'm not gonna lie. Like when I'm high up, I kind of get scared. Like like when you're at a hotel, and you're like, there's a specific hotel that I'm thinking of, like the hotels that have like I don't know how to explain
Hallways?
it. It's like when you walk in, you can see all the levels.
Oh,
when you
okay,
look
yeah.
up.
Like in the airport, Orlando Airport has that when you walk in and it's just.
Yeah, like the glass. Like
I just remember going to one of these hotels and I look over and it's just all that. That's
That
probably
scares you?
yeah. But spiders, that right there is like, I don't like that. Like just something crawling on me. I don't like that.
Like their legs moving. And,
Yeah, I don't like that at all.
and then what would you say is like your real life fear?
Real life fear.
Like what is something you're most afraid of in life?
I'd probably say
running.
what?
What?
I was just trying to be
Did
funny.
you say running?
Yeah.
Anyways,
I don't get it. Okay, Jordan, what is your biggest fear?
Yeah, just fucking.
I don't know. Like, I feel like my fear probably is, I would say probably regretting like stuff that I didn't do. Probably.
Like looking back on life and realizing
That like
that
there's
you-
so much that I could have did, but I didn't.
yeah,
That's probably one of them.
I think that's a good one.
I feel like the thing is that I remember the last podcast and everything you were saying. It's like what David Goggins was talking about. Of like he was like talking about how if he were like in heaven and like this is all the stuff that you could have done and this is like a different you or whatever. So is that like an influence
I
or
should listen to that.
or is that like before that? You like
Well, I think everybody just
Everybody-
automatically has that feeling like kind of like you get that feeling like, what am I doing? Like I could be doing so much with my life, and
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like you have a fear of dying and then being like, I could have done so much. I could have.
like you wasted time doing
Yeah, I
other
feel
things when I
like
could have
I
done
think
this.
what Jordan's saying is like he's got a bit of FOMO, like a fear of missing out on life.
Also, another thing, my dad, he would always tell me, he would be like, say like if you were, like he told me this when I was like a kid or whatever. He was like, imagine you're dead right now. And like they look at your gravestone. It's like, what would people say about you? It's like, oh, you just play video games and whatnot. It's like, is that how you want to be remembered? It's like,
That's honestly a really good point.
but like that guy is just playing video games.
It really puts it in perspective. Like if you were to die now, like what would you want to be remembered by, and would you be that?
So that's also another thing. It's like I didn't do like what I could have done.
Yeah,
So yeah.
it's a good one actually.
Oh yeah.
What about you, Dean? What is? We'll start with the little fears. Like, what's your little fear?
Little fear. I mean, little fears. I mean, it's not like an outright fear. I mean, I'd say fear, but like I'm not like a, oh my god, I can't handle it. You know, it's more of like a, oh geez, I feel uneasy, or whatever. It's heights. I'm fairly claustrophobic a little bit. You know, I kind of like, I like being bundled up, sure, but like when I want to like stretch out, I need that space to stretch out. So you know, claustrophobic and everything.
Really, kind of sidetrack question. Do you also get that like mentally? Like you feel like sometimes people are so on top of you, like just like talking to you so much to where sometimes you just need a break.
Yeah, it's like overwhelming.
Do you get that?
Yeah, I used to get that a lot and everything. I used to get it from just like, oh, there's so many people like telling me like what to do, or hey, let's go out, let's do whatever. And I'm like, oh yeah, sure, why not? And I'm having the mindset of like, oh, this is going to be good for me. You know, but then like it's not like, oh, I don't want to hang out with, you know, whatever, or hey, I don't want to do what this person's telling me to do because it's for my best benefit. But like it's more of like in the moment, it just feels like, yeah, this is kind of a lot to handle.
Overwhelming.
And, you know, it's overwhelming, and it's like for me, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news for, you know, anyone, whatever. So I'm like, you know, it's not killing me, whatever. So it's just like get through it and everything. So, but I feel like now I'm like wanting to do anything, you know. So there's also that.
Yeah.
But
So what would you say your big fear is then? Like what is
Big
your
fear.
your life fear?
Yeah, I think I've thought about this like a while ago, but like there's like physical fears of like, oh my god, I'm afraid of heights, I'm afraid of, you know, spiders or whatever, right? Something physical, tangible, right? But then there's like concepts that you're afraid of. Like for in the beginning, in the beginning I was like a fear of abandonment and everything. That was a big thing. Sorry for trauma lore. But, you know, like there was a big fear of abandonment and everything. But then I kind of grew out of that, kind of, you know, doing my own thing and everything. And then I think now it's the fear of probably, I'd say it's similar to you, it's just the fear of not living up to, you know, everyone's expectations and everything. So something like that. Again, like not doing what I could have done, you know. So something around there, yeah. So. Okay,
I like
Dr.
that
Phil,
one.
what do you suggest?
So I think with me, small fear is definitely spiders. I hate spiders, dude. I will catch pythons and iguanas all day. Put me near a spider, bro. I freak out. I will never, like, you know, people have pet tarantulas.
Yeah.
Nah,
Yeah.
never. Or if I see a spider across the room, I'm not even gonna deal with it. I'm gonna be like, if you stay over there, we are cool.
What would you do if you saw like a huge spider?
Bro, it's giving me shivers just thinking about it.
Dude, I literally when I was on my way back home, I like parked in like kind of like a dirt like patch parking spot and everything. I like am like starting up my car, and then literally on my side mirror, it was a kind of big spider. I mean, it was kind of like this big and everything, whatever. And I just looked at it, and I'm just like, "What's up?" And then I just grabbed a napkin from like my glove compartment, whatever, and I'm just like, sorry, and then just like squish it, and I just like squished it off.
I don't even kill them, dude.
I don't know.
I try to think if I don't kill them, then maybe
they'll leave you
the
alone.
others will realize I'm cool and they'll leave me alone. I don't know.
You
Like, dude, you're not gonna believe this. Dude, this tall dude, he didn't hit me.
Yeah.
So weird, right?
Imagine
I feel like he's chill.
right?
Yeah.
Then a bunch of baby spiders just come.
Dude, that's like you hit it and then fucking just
Dude,
like
it stresses me
fucking-
out. It stresses me out just thinking about it.
I would
Yeah.
definitely freak
Although
out.
there is an exception, like, you know, the little jumping spiders. I'm not really
Those,
scared of those.
the ones that jump.
Dude,
Like the
apparently
little
they're
ones.
cute.
And like they got like the big eyes in the front.
Apparently they're cute.
I actually kind of like them.
And he's
I'll
Or
hold
do,
one
or
of
do you
those.
know the spiders that are like
Yeah, those are the jumping
the
spiders.
jumping spiders?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if it were a tarantula,
Oh, no.
Dude, I mean, I feel like
You know what the worst ones is?
But
Banana spiders.
oh
Oh,
fuck,
The
dude.
with the
the long legs.
dude. Just watching them crawl freaks me out. Makes my skin crawl.
Dude, I'll be
Ugh.
honest, I'm not that scared of spiders. I'm kind of on the same boat, sure. Yeah, I'm kind of like uneasy, but I can handle it, whatever. But like, yeah, I've seen videos.
Would you
of that.
handle a beetle?
A beetle? Yeah.
Live on the podcast.
I retract my statement. I retract it.
a beetle.
Okay, so I feed my gecko super worms, and they turn into these.
Wait,
I don't know
what?
if the camera's focused or not. And Dean's about to handle one.
Super worms.
Yeah.
Oh wait, hold on. Is it recording?
Put out your hand.
No, hold on. Is it recording? This has been.
Better be.
I'm just trying to fucking avoid it because I didn't realize you were gonna put me on the spot.
Dean's gonna hold one live.
Oh no, it's black. Moving on.
Okay, so the camera cut out. We're not exactly sure the point we were at.
We were talking about spiders and like how apparently it's
But yeah,
like
we were talking
banana
about our
spiders.
fears
Yeah.
and spiders and how I was gonna have Dean handle a beetle. Don't think you're getting out of that. So, welcome back, everybody. Dean said he would hold a beetle, and guess what? I have a beetle.
I never said I would hold a beetle.
Yes,
I
yes,
feel
you
like
did.
I can manage.
We have audio proof.
Okay.
Well, Dean, I think you're lucky.
Oh wait. Wait, really?
He kind of disappeared,
Oh.
but you're not that lucky because I have an alternative.
What's the alternative?
Alternative. A what?
The pupil. Sorry, my phone. The pupil stage of the beetle.
That's what
It's a
beetles
super
look
worm.
like?
No, this is a super worm. This is what Dean's getting ready to hold. Stick out your hand. You got to eat it.
Eat.
No, I'm just kidding.
I swear. Okay.
Just hold out your hand flat. It's gonna feel like he's kind of grabbing you.
Yeah. I am shaking.
I don't want to torture you that bad.
No, it's fine.
You want to hold it, Jordan?
No.
Hold your hand out.
No.
Okay, it's not that bad.
Wait, I don't want to get charged for is that animal abuse?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
We'll have a disclaimer.
It's just a mealworm.
I mean, it's not that bad. You know.
Man, I wish
Yeah,
I could
I
hold
know.
the beetles.
Okay, yeah, comment section. Yeah, I know I'm a pussy, but like, it's not that bad.
Anyways, sorry. That was a side thing. Bring it back together here.
Yep. Anyways.
We all hate spiders.
Yep. Definitely.
So what's your real life fear?
Oh yeah.
Oh
True.
yeah, forgot about that.
So yeah.
Yeah, and all this time and everything.
Real life fear.
Mm.
Honestly, I know this is really basic, but I do think about it a lot. I think my real life fear is death. Genuinely.
Just
I definitely had that.
I am
before. So
Just afraid of dying and afraid of what's gonna happen after.
Mhm.
If any, like the thought of not really knowing
Mhm.
is scary.
Yeah.
Like, everybody's got their opinions and stuff, but
Yeah.
I'm not saying any religion or anything is wrong. It's just I just don't know what's gonna happen,
Yeah.
and that's scary.
Mm-hmm.
Not knowing whether, I don't know, whether you're ever gonna see your family again or the people that you love again.
Yeah.
But it's also like almost like there's another side of it where it's like you're almost excited because like maybe you will see your family that have passed, so you're almost like if that is the case, then you're happy to go.
Like you're ready to embrace it when it does come.
I think so, but it's also like I flop back and forth between that all the time.
Yeah.
Whether I'm scared of it or excited for it.
I definitely had that before of just like the existential dread of just like is there an afterlife? Is like reincarnation? Is that a thing? Like, just having that whole thing.
Yeah.
But, I feel like I've moved past it. It does come up here and there and everything for me. So I guess I still kind of have that. But for me, I'm just like, why am I... And this comes with a lot of things, not just like with this, but like how I am as a person. Like, and that's helped me with like my anxiety is literally just like, why are you worrying about something that's like not happening yet? Or that's like very far in the distance? Like, that's not going to be an influence to you,
Yeah.
Live in the moment, just kind of accept what you have and have the best time while doing it. Everything. So that's what's made me more content about,
I definitely agree.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think it comes in waves though.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, like it comes and it goes. Like sometimes it'll just really hit you like, wow, one day I'm going to die and I don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But also sometimes you're like, so what, you're going to die? Like, there's nothing you can do about it. So just might as well live. It's a good motivator to like make you do the things that you want to do because you don't have unlimited time.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyways, that's my fear is death.
Yeah.
I mean I also have like what you guys are talking about, like not or how you're remembered, but I also have a fear of like, this is getting more deep than I thought I was gonna get.
Sure, why not?
But I also have a fear of like, this feels so exposing, of like letting somebody down or like letting your family down, letting your friends down.
I mean, that's kind of what I was saying.
You know what I mean? Like I just feel, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't want to let anybody down,
Yeah.
especially before I die. Like I want to be able to die knowing that like I helped everybody I loved out as much as I could. And you know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah.
If I say I'm going to be there for somebody, I want to be there for somebody.
Yeah.
I never want to, I don't know, flake on, I don't know. That's too deep to get into.
No, it's fine.
Anyways, let's get into a little bit of a happier topic. What kind of animals do you think you could take in a fight, and how many?
No, okay.
Like, what is the most aggressive animal that you think you could win in a fight against?
Most aggressive. Is this like a physical fight or is this
Physical fight, no weapons.
no weapons? Because
You could have your clothes on. We'll give you that. You're not naked, so you're
Can
not
I
on
be
their
in, like-
level,
can I
but
be in-
you have clothes.
on their level,
What?
Can I be in like a coat and stuff?
regular. This
Or
is no
just,
like
like,
we're not
regular
okay.
shirt and
You're not
pants?
gonna ask for battle armor, okay?
Yeah, you can't have like
Yeah.
that. We'll put you in like workwear, so you have like stuff that's like somewhat durable, but
So
it's
like
not
some
really
steel toe
gonna
boots.
protect.
regular boots,
You know what? We'll do that. We'll steel
Okay,
toe
fine.
boots,
steel boots, workers gloves,
like cargo pants,
yeah, cargo pants,
and then
like a fleece jacket.
sure.
You know,
Okay.
So like you're protected from some things, like a cat scratches, but you're not protected from like a lion's bite.
yeah, no.
You have like a level of
Yeah.
protection.
Well, obviously, I'd probably like any type of. What do we have here?
What do we have?
Coyote.
Coyotes?
You think you could take a coyote in a fight?
Probably one.
One.
Coyote.
Yeah.
Okay, now how many of them do you think you could take in a fight?
Probably two.
2 is where you max out.
Yeah.
Okay. What about a bobcat?
Maybe 3 or 4.
Really?
Bobcats are kind of like quite large.
Bobcats, I mean, they're not huge. They're like twice the size of Scotch, probably. But they're
Still.
if they're attacking you, dude. I don't know. I don't know how many I could take of that. What about what about a Florida Panther? You think you could take
A
one?
panther? Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
No, it's literally
No
it's
contest.
Up on you.
Yeah, I don't think anybody could take a Florida. Well, I mean, people have though. That's the thing.
Fucking
Yeah.
Tarzan?
People have fully like. There was this guy. He was walking in a trail. Granted, it was a mountain lion, which is like the same but a little bit different.
They're different
Ours
names.
are a little bit smaller.
Hmm.
So he actually, the one he took on was bigger and more, had more muscle to it. But anyways, he was like going on a hike and it attacked him from behind. But he got lucky, didn't quite get him in the neck that's where they try to go, is for the back of the neck. And so it like tackled him. They went tumbling down this mountain, and dude wrestled this mountain lion, like choked it out, and he ended up winning and saving his own life fighting a mountain lion. So it's possible.
Jeez.
I just don't think I could do it.
But the odds are
are
really,
very against
really
you.
slim against you.
Mm.
Like, yeah.
You think you think you could take a wolf? A single wolf?
No.
I feel like I could. I don't know why I said it so confidently and everything, but like, I don't know, like,
You know how big
Like,
they are?
I was
Yeah,
about
I
to
know
say
that.
wolves are not like the size of these dogs. Wolves are big, dude.
Yeah.
Wolves are like.
no, I know,
But
but
you
like,
still think you could take one?
'Cause they got
More
teeth.
aggressive than a dog.
yeah, I know.
You have no weapons.
Hmm.
So what is your plan then? Like, how are you going to take down a wolf?
I mean, you know,
I think they're just going to go straight and rip your throat out, dude.
like,
There's
so
not much fight in a wolf fight. I don't think.
if it's a pack of wolves, fuck
Well,
yeah,
Well,
I'm
yeah,
dead.
that's everybody.
But like,
have
if it's a
claws.
one-on-one
Huh?
wolf,
Wolves have claws, right?
I mean, yeah, they're not like
Oh,
cat's
yeah.
claws, like sharp,
They're
but they
dog-
do have claws.
I
and
mean,
dogs,
they're,
yeah.
they're smarter than cats.
I think the way I would approach it is if there was one charging at me, I would try to jump on its back and then try to choke it.
Try to ride it into
but
the
like
sunset.
I wouldn't want it to like lay on its back, because then that way, you know, like how dogs do, like they just lay on their back.
Yeah.
Like how, or that's just like how anybody, they'll lay on their back in that defensive position.
Yeah.
But you try to go on their back and then like choke them out, but make sure like they're like, you know, not trying to bite you.
So how are you going to stay on top of this thing though?
Stay on top
Because
of
think
it.
once you're on top of it and you have its neck, what's stopping it from just like turning and throwing you off,
Yeah, that's yeah.
or reaching around and grabbing you?
That's the thing. I would try to close its mouth.
Because it can like if you have it like in a rear naked chokehold or whatever, it can still like whip its head around or whatever and try to get your arm.
Or just go.
Like,
you think you could take an alligator in a fight?
oh,
No.
Just on flat ground though, not in the water. Just
No.
flat ground.
flat ground.
This might make me sound crazy. I think I could.
A big one or just
Genuinely, yeah, I think I could.
To be honest,
Just because, you know, if you are clothed, take your jacket off.
put it over his
his
head.
face. Look, I've never done this. I've seen Steve Irwin do this.
Yeah.
He throws the cloth over their eyes so they can't see you. Then he just jumps on the back, grabs their head, and then they can't grab you. And then you close its mouth because, they could close their mouth a lot stronger than they could open it.
Because
They're
they
opening,
have non-existent
they
muscles.
have like no strength to open it.
Yeah.
So if you get that mouth closed and then like tie it, then they're done. I mean, they can still whip you with their tail and really
Oh, yeah, it's a
break your
fake
leg.
tail. Yeah.
But then at that point, it's like you're faster than them. You could do whatever to kill them. Like,
But what if the alligator? Because I've also seen videos of like the alligator. Sure, you can throw like a rag or whatever, but then they just fucking like shake
yeah,
it
but
off.
that's harder for them to do than like a wolf. Like if you throw it on a wolf.
Have you seen that
like,
video
it's
of
gonna
like
fall
the guy who has like a wet rag, tries to put it over the alligator and just fucking instantly just
Yeah.
fucking like whips it out and everything? Like damn. But I mean
But anyways,
I definitely that's
there's a
not that far
chance.
off though.
There's a chance of winning against an alligator.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's a chance.
If you're on ground. Now, if you're in like the swamp, you're done.
Yeah. And here's the
You're
thing.
not winning that fight.
For me, like when it comes to like the wolf and everything, like I wouldn't go on its back and everything. Like if anything, I like yeah, it's gonna fucking hurt, but like if it bites me, so what? It fucking bites me. But if it's like.
You're saying that till it bites you.
Huh?
Like once it bites you, like,
Oh, it's gonna be painful and everything. But
and it rips you, and
They're gonna rip you.
no, I know. But like the thing is though, is that when it does bite me, and like I'll let it bite my arm or whatever, and then like it's gonna fucking hurt. I know that for sure, and I'm probably whatever. But like if I have the strength to be like, you know, having it bite here, but then the stomach is exposed, then I just fucking be, you know, just hitting it in the stomach and everything, just fucking
but
like.
it's not just gonna grab you and let you, like, as soon as you get a punch on the stomach,
It's
it
gonna
might
start just
it's
shaking.
gonna let go and try grabbing you again. And like think about it, these animals have like they have a lot of knowledge. Not knowledge, like they're not like smart, but they have
It's
like,
instinct.
a lot of instincts where it's
Yeah.
like, okay, this thing is attacking me, I need to kill it. So then if it's grabbing your arm and you start punching it, it might just jump for your face, trying to just tear you. I don't know. I don't think I could beat a wolf personally.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it like, I'm not going to say I'm going to guaranteed win. Like, we're not all saying we're going to guarantee to win over these animals or whatever.
But you
like,
think you have a chance against a wolf?
a chance, yeah.
I
feel
think, for me...
I mean, it's like any other dog, really. And, like...
No, it's not.
You know, I feel
bigger,
like it is
way more
like any other dog.
aggressive.
Because you don't have to, like, cause harm. You don't have to cause as much harm as what I think you do for them to be like, okay, I'm not gonna, because when you think about it, wolves don't want to any predator doesn't want to expend more energy than it is to get a meal.
I understand that, and I completely agree. But the circumstances here are different. Like, it's not like what animal would you want to come across on a hike, and because then that completely changes everything. I'm talking about this thing is going to fight you and fight you to the death. Like,
So like
you both have an understanding.
So
like,
whatever
you're fighting
animal it
to the
is, it
death.
has the intention of killing you.
Yes. That's kind of the way I'm looking at it. Because then, if you're going like based on what you said, like if you come across a black bear, they're trying to stay away from you, like as much as they can, unless it's got cubs. But like if you just look big and scream, most of the time black bear will just keep going.
Well, that's the thing is that from whole like if it's black, attack, if it's brown, stay down, you know, like all that. Apparently,
If it's white, you're dead.
if it's white, good night. You know, that's like the thing. But like from what I understand is that that's only for when it is attacking, when it's actively attacking you. If you see it out in the wild, bears. Apparently, when it's out in the wild, you can just like slowly, just like, you know, back away, just do whatever. But if it's actively attacking you, then that's
with the black bears. If you see a black bear in the wild, though, you have to make noise, no matter how far they are. You have to make your presence known because like they try to avoid all kinds of conflict.
They're very timid.
So it's like, I don't know. Anyways, I'm going down on it.
That's fine.
Well, talking about animals, I have there was something in the news recently I want to get your guys' opinion on. Do you know anything about the woolly mice?
Woolly mice? Let me guess, like something woolly mammoth mice experiment.
Yeah, you guys haven't seen it though?
No.
I guess I thought it was like everybody knew news.
Dude,
anyways,
you know they made a meatball?
So there is a scientific research company thing. And they are trying. I mean, you guys know they're trying to bring the woolly mammoth back, right?
That's what I was saying. Is like they fucking made it into like a meatball.
Well, anyways,
they genetically engineered like the meat of a woolly mammoth, and then they cooked it into meatballs.
They are trying to bring back the woolly mammoth.
Yep.
And they to like show us proof like that they're doing this. They made the woolly mice, which has like woolly mammoth DNA, and like these woolly mice can withstand like these really cold temperatures or whatever. Like they put them in the freezer, tested it. So it's more like they're showing their proof that their science is working. Because essentially what they're gonna I'm really trying not to nerd out too much.
Dude, go all out. I'm happy for this.
But essentially the reason they're doing the woolly mammoths is because it's honestly really crazy. It completely affects climate change. And we as humans, we pushed mammoths to extinction. So it's our fault. And what they used to do is they would push down trees and stuff. And honestly, I don't know everything about this. So again, don't quote me on anything.
That's fine.
But they help fight climate change, and they like completely would shape the habitat where they would live at.
Yeah.
So now that they're gone, they're part of the reason why we see so much global warming. So that's like their main reason why they're bringing them back, is because it's supposed to help
like reverse
the
effects
environment and slow
like
down climate change and But essentially the thing is though, the animals that they put out there that are woolly mammoths are really they're gonna look exactly like a woolly mammoth, but in their DNA it's really just gonna be an Asian elephant. But it just looks exactly like a woolly mammoth.
because like isn't like the Asian elephant like the closest?
Because it's the closest living relative.
Yeah.
And that'll be like the surrogate mother.
See, I'm a nerd with animals too.
And so it's not going to be like a full-on woolly mammoth with woolly mammoth DNA, but it's going to look and act like a woolly mammoth, if that makes any sense.
Okay.
But these mice, anyways, it's just crazy that they are so close to where they made the woolly mice.
It's an elephant in mammoth's clothing.
What?
What?
Anyways,
it's like a wolf in sheep's clothing.
So I wanted to get your opinion on de-extinction, though. Like, do you think it's right? Do you think it's
is that
wrong?
like the term, whatever? De-extinction?
De-extinction, like bringing back extinct animals.
I mean...
Like, what is your guys' opinion on that?
I mean, if they're doing it for a positive benefit, then yeah, I obviously have no issue with it. Yeah. But if like worst case scenario, this is like above and beyond, but anything could happen or whatever. But like if they revive an extinct species just to harvest for cattle and everything, then it's like. Like, again, we have cows, sure, and, like, we do that, but, like, it's really, like, eh.
So you're saying, like, as long as they have, like, a reason to bring them back.
Yeah, and if they're, like, thriving as what they're supposed to and everything, then, yeah, I have no issue with it. But if we're going to do that and harvest them like cattle, like any, like, sheep, cows, whatever, livestock and everything, just for its resources, then it's like, was it really worth it kind of doing all that research just to bring them back? It's like, Yeah.
So,
but yeah.
Well, I agree. I think as long as it's needed, it's okay.
Yeah. I mean, the literally, I was just like research, like that movie Rio and everything.
With
apparently, like the blue macaws apparently is
it's
like
extinct, right?
It's apparently like technically extinct.
It's actually coming back.
There's only one. There's only like one male left.
Well,
so which is not.
No, they actually have. Sorry, I'm not trying to correct you.
No,
they actually not long ago released the first flock back into the wild because like they've started like this like breeding program thing.
Yeah.
So like they got to like a certain number that they wanted and they released a flock into the wild. So they're coming back. But yeah.
All right.
Anyway, sorry, I'm nerding out and stuff.
Yep. No, it's fine. Dude, literally, like, that's, like... See, stuff like that, that's what I, like, want. Like, I want us to fucking nerd out, whatever, and everything. So I can fucking talk about movies. That'll be another podcast. It'll be fucking 15 hours long. But, fucking, like, shit like that, yeah, I'm fucking down for. Let's go.
So I have another scenario question.
Sure.
If, for some reason, the world shut down... and all of our technology, all of our social media, everything is just gone. Nothing works anymore. You think you could live without it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you think you could be happy without it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Do you think it would be like...
End of story.
Do you think it would be like a hard first few months? Yeah.
It definitely, psychologically, yeah, it would be hard and everything. Just, I've seen the research and everything from... like just like seeing it, whatever. It's just like it really does, like you have a addictive need for it, and again, it's like withdrawal from it has its side effects, So like it's definitely gonna be like, but like once you push past that like barrier of withdrawal, then oh my god, it'd be so much better.
Yeah. Okay, so that's the next question. You think that society in the world would be better without technology?
Okay. So at this point in time, I don't think so.
Oh, here's the thing. Are we talking about technology or social media?
Both. That's what I was talking about, was both.
Both.
It's all gone.
I mean...
that means, like, no phone calls. No nukes. No nothing. No technology.
No electricity.
No electricity.
I feel like it...
Yeah.
No.
we wouldn't benefit from that.
Yeah.
Because we need.
No, I feel like we wouldn't. And everything.
Yeah,
Because
we need-
you're saying technology as a whole, like literally
As a whole,
technology.
not just social media, like nothing.
Like
Yeah,
literally,
we
there's
wouldn't make
no no phone calls, so no electronic communication, no.
So you just said you wouldn't make it. Like you would literally not. You would die without technology. You think?
I'm not saying we would die, but like just the stuff that we have so far and like how much technology has helped, like build things and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's.
I feel like what you just said, like, I feel like one of the biggest things I think a lot of people would die without technology, just simply for the fact of most people don't know, like, how to hunt for food.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, like, they would literally starve
Yeah.
because everybody would be freaking out trying to hog whatever supplies are left from the technology the food we made, and
Mhm. And like
no refrigerators.
and like medical equipment too, like MRIs, CAT scans, all
I
that.
think, like, I think people who live in like very extreme climates and stuff, they wouldn't be able to live there anymore. Like whether it's extreme, well, I mean, cold you could warm, but like extreme hot, like in the middle of the desert, and they're like relying on their AC,
Yeah.
they'd have to move. They couldn't
Yeah.
live there anymore. And then, okay, so a branch question: technology all stays, just social media crashes. You think that's better for society?
Feel like yeah.
Just no social media.
Actually, I take that back because social media as a whole, the majority of social media and everything is for the worse. I do think majority of it, but again, I mean, we're going kind of deep and everything, but for me, it's like we are social creatures. We thrive off of communication with one another. We thrive off of like what we interact with, and we have a drive to show other people and communicate with other people. So social media in that aspect is good. It should be viewed as that, of like, hey, interact with one another and just all that. But it gets to a point where then it becomes toxic, and then that's when it's like, okay, you need to dial it back down. So again, too much of anything is bad.
Yeah.
So
I see that side, but I feel like social media almost gives you a false sense of like human intimacy, I guess.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like
I definitely would agree.
Like it makes people anti-social. Like people won't even be able to go order
So
at
you
a
think
Chick-fil-A.
it's doing the opposite?
I feel like because people are so used to communicating through this to where when it comes to real life, it's hard for them to do that.
Oh yeah. They're just like basic people skills.
Stuff. Like going and buying something from the store, most people would avoid that and just order through this. They'll avoid talking to people at all costs. So it almost seems like they're losing out that need to connect with people.
Yeah.
Because they just do it all through their phone, and it turns people into hermits and don't want to leave their house.
Yeah.
Nothing. They get their groceries ordered to their door.
Yeah.
Here's
the thing. I feel like, if anything, it's like the movie Ready Player One.
Yeah.
Everything. I feel like what they did at the end of the movie. Spoiler alert. If you haven't watched it already, but like at the end of the movie and everything, like Wade, he was like making the Oasis and everything only available on like Tuesdays and Thursdays. And I feel like if that was like that with social media, of like having a break,
you're onto something there.
Or like it doesn't have to be like you could. I'd say in the beginning, a week of no social media for anyone. No social media, no contact, just live in the world, do whatever. Or even I'd say even more, maybe like a month, because a week is not really going to do anything. But like a month of like, hey, be out in the world, talk with friends in person. But then later, again, I do think social media in some aspects is good and should be managed and everything. But then again, have it limited if everyone were to agree, like, okay, let's limit it. Like, okay, we only have it from, like certain hours of the day or, at certain places and everything. Something like that I feel like would go.
I completely agree with that. If it was like social media was open for like twice a week or something, so it's enough to keep like distant family updated on your life or like stuff like that. But it's not so much to where it's like just consuming everybody's life.
Yep.
But yeah, I think that was good. But I think we'll film the outro now.
Oh, yes.
It's about our time.
I gotta make sure that we are on time, and if it doesn't... Okay, we got like
All right.
3 minutes, I think.
All right, make sure the camera's working.
Yeah.
All right, everybody.
Thank you so much for watching episode 4
This is
of Keep Your Pants On podcast.
episode 4 already.
Dude, we're doing good.
Very sad that Zach couldn't make it with us.
Yeah.
We definitely were missing him this episode.
Silence for our fallen hero.
Yeah, he brings a lot of the comedy.
Oh,
to
yeah,
us.
definitely. And I say proposed next episode. Ooh, like at least Zach and I, we get drunk.
Oh yeah, I think you need to get drunk next episode. That's hilarious.
So, proposition for next episode: Zach and I will be shit faced out of our fucking minds.
Yep. So look out for our next episode.
Of course.
Follow us all on our social medias. I think they're linked in YouTube.
All of our social medias will be in the description below, and as well as previous episodes as well.
Mm-hmm.
And so
And
yeah.
check out our TikTok. We post clips there.
Mm-hmm.
Keep you guys updated on when we're posting. And
Yeah.
but yeah, this has been Keep Your Pants On podcast.
Also, let us know what other topics you want to talk about, or that we can talk about as well.
Yeah,
That'd be really helpful.
let us know questions you guys want to know about us.
Yeah.
Love to answer them. Or
But
if any ladies love Jordan, you know, like we said,
beautiful, stunning
slide in
man.
his DMs.
Exactly. You know, he's
Looking for some punani.
he's a good Christian.
I'm just kidding.
So he's really nice, very generous person.
And look at him.
Man. Yeah,
Look at this
exactly.
stud. He's not gay.
Yeah, exactly.
Straight. Loves women.
Nothing wrong with that.
All right.
Yeah, true.
Anyways, this has been the Keep Your Pants On podcast.
Yep.
Episode 4.
See y'all next time.
Catch you guys next time.
Exactly. Peace.